My name is Tutt. I'm the pastor of United Christian Church here in Austin. Tomorrow, the House Committee on Pensions, Investments, and Financial Services will hold hearings on current payday lending practices in Texas, and we, as members of the clergy and as representatives of our religious groups, are here today because we are concerned about that issue. However, this is not a new topic. Issues of debt and fair economic treatment have concerned people of faith forever, I suppose. As the pastor of a Christian congregation, I can say that the scriptures of our faith tradition are clear. Exodus 22 says, "If you lend money to the poor among you, you shall not deal with them as a creditor. You shall not exact interest from them." Jesus himself said in Luke chapter 6, "If you lend to those from whom you hope to receive, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners to receive as much again." And then Jesus went on to say, "But do good and lend, expecting nothing in return." The Bible is very clear that those with money are supposed to be compassionate and fair to those without money. The Psalms say, "It is well with the person who deals generously and lends. It is well with the one whose affairs are conducted with justice." Proverbs says that whoever is generous to the poor lends to God, and God will repay that person for those deeds. Now, I don't expect the payday lending industry to reconfigure their business model to conform entirely to the mandates of the Bible. I don't expect them to give up charging interest. I understand that a fair, reasonable amount of interest makes sense in their business context. But the current practices of payday lending in Texas are not fair or reasonable. Current payday lending practices in Texas are immoral, out of control, and predatory. Charging 500% interest violates any sense of decency and compassion and basic fairness. This is not an issue of left or right or Republican or Democrat. There are representatives of religious communities here from across the theological and political spectrum. This is not a Christian issue or a Jewish issue. The sacred writings of Islam and Buddhism and Hinduism are equally expressive. We're not here today just to support good public policy. We're not here today just to take part in the legislative process. We are here today with a firm theological conviction that 500% interest is wrong. Charging people astronomical rates and fees is wrong. Trapping people in cycles of debt is wrong. We are here today to speak a word of justice, to call for kindness, to remind ourselves and our elected officials that God cares how we treat each other. God cares especially how we treat the poor and needy among us, and as citizens we should care for each other as well.